This is the Central Coast's anti-social network.
If you're on the planet, you know ABBA. You know.
I'm going to debunk that theory. I don't know any ABBA. I mean, I know Dancing Queen.
You're Jeff. I know you're the contrarian. You constantly fight everything. You're tiring, Jeff. You want to get tired and get annoyed, so you're tiring and annoying. Shut the hell up.
Wow, that was quick.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were such a big ABBA.
No, it's not even that.
I won't speak badly.
It just happened to be ABBA. If I told you crap doesn't taste good, you're going to go and give me research that it does. And here we are.
Apparently, you do think crap tastes good because you like ABBA so much.
See, there you go.
This is the Central Coast's anti-social network.
So you're tiring and annoying. Shut the hell up.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
I didn't think I'd ever agree with Paris Hilton, but I think she's kind of got a point here. Good morning, it's Jeff and Jeremy. She says that she thinks phones ruined clubbing. She's specifically talking about iPhones.
Hell yeah. I'm with you on that, girl.
And you know what?
I really am.
iPhones have, and not just iPhones, but all cell phones have really ruined a lot for a lot of people, but here she is.
Oh my God, so much fun. I feel like kids today have no idea what fun is because back then when no one had an iPhone and no one had social media, no one was looking at a phone. No one had a camera. Everyone was just free and feeling comfortable and everybody was out and it was like the sickest crowd and like the best people. And now it's just like, I don't know. It's not fun anymore.
Oh my God, she still sounds terrible. I thought maybe she's a little older and more mature, but apparently, oh my God, okay. But she's right though. Cell phones, if you think about it, they've ruined a lot of things because everybody's afraid they're going to be on TMZ.
Everything's social. They have ruined everything social.
Yeah, I mean
everything's social.
Social media has destroyed everything because now you're going to be, people are going to take pictures of you. They're going to post it of you. It's going to be embarrassing. You can't just have that moment with friends and laugh about it later because now it's all over social media for you to relive every day and especially for kids.
Strangely enough, I'm going to say that the one social thing that I don't see the phones come out at all that much, it's happening tonight. It's farmers market. Farmers market is not dominated by phones. I don't know if it's the sheer crowd that's there and you got to dodge and move and you can't have your head buried in a phone. Remember when people started burying their heads in the phones and they would cross a crosswalk and then not pay attention or cross a street without a crosswalk and not pay attention to where they were walking and then they get caught by almost getting hit by a car and then they feel bad. They'd be like, oh, sorry about that. Now the script is totally flipped. If you accidentally hit somebody that's got their head buried in their phone and they just come walking out in between two cars, they look at you like you're some kind of idiot. Like, don't you know that people are walking around here with their heads buried in their phones, you moron? That's what they look at you like. And
I love watching people.
It's like, how is this my fault?
Yeah.
How is this my fault for almost hitting you? If you have your head buried in a phone.
If you're in a bad mood, you're having a bad day, maybe get some bad news at work, at home, whatever, just go to YouTube and just type in people walking down the sidewalk on their phones and walking into things, tripping, falling. It's really quite comical. But it's sad because people die from selfies, right? I mean, people take selfies and they die. They fall off cliffs. They walk out into traffic. They get hit by cars because they're on their phones. This was a tool that could be a tool, exactly what it is. And people have turned it into a weapon. If you think about it.
More technology in one of them than was in all of Houston to put a man allegedly on the moon. Did you know that? Smartphones got more technology in it than,
yes, as a matter of fact, I heard
all of NASA did.
Bill O'Reilly does a commercial, and he talks about that. It's pretty funny. Did you hear that from the commercial? From Bill O'Reilly?
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where you listen to Bill O'Reilly, you crazy.
Oh, it's just he's talk radio. It was an ad he was doing for somebody about some product, and I was listening to Bill O'Reilly. I just listened to him read an ad, an endorsement for a product. But yeah, it's pretty crazy to think all the technology that's in our cell phone nowadays to track us. We don't even know all the technology that's in our cell phones. I just say, you know what, I live a pretty clean life, so I'm not too worried about it and whatever. But how often do you look at your camera and think that thing's probably somebody is looking at me right now? Just having your phone in your hand with the camera on it facing you. Someone's probably looking at me right now. What are they seeing? I'm being recorded somewhere.
We canceled Disney Plus, and
I did not know that. No,
the kids. Did it
get too expensive, or what happened?
What's going on with Disney Plus? No, it has to do with them not being about family anymore and being more about activism.
Sure.
And so we've decided not to patronize Disney until they can be more about families.
Go back to their values that they
yes, exactly. Yeah. What made them a multi-billion-dollar corporation? Stick to the core that made you a multi-billion-dollar corporation. But that's fine. You go ahead and do whatever you're going to do, and we're going to do what we're going to do. But we asked the kids, well, what do you guys watch on Disney Plus? And they said, there's a show. It's a show that is not a show that most people have heard of. It's called Big City Greens. Okay. It's a 30-minute show, cartoon. It's fairly funny, actually. It belongs on like comedy or Cartoon Network or something like that. But for some reason, Disney carries it. And it's a funny show. And they said, and we're like, is that it? And they're like, yeah, that's pretty much all we watch on Disney Plus. And we're like, okay, we're canceling it. Well, we canceled it. And then 3 days later, an email from Disney Plus comes to my wife saying, we want you back. Be sure to catch the new season of Big City Greens. Not any one of their big releases or anything like that. It was the only show that my kids watch.
Yeah. There you go.
Is Big City Greens.
They're tracking
and
you.
it's like that's what came in the email. So that makes me want to spend less money with Disney. It makes me want to rail against Disney, actually.
Yeah.
The fact that they're spying on you.
Yeah. But everybody's doing it now. I mean, it's crazy, especially with social media. You Google anything and you have a social media page, it's loaded with ads. I think I was looking up something at Home Depot. Man, I'd never seen so many deals at Home Depot when next time I logged into the Facebook page. But yeah.
So this is where the world's at. I am pro.
It's crazy.
I'm pro Paris Hilton. I'm anti Disney.
Whoever thought that would happen.
Yeah. Welcome to 2022.
Spending 4 hours in a box together every day can make you say crazy things.
Don't go crazy.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. How pathetic can some people be?
Another part of wanting to be like a grown-up was I no longer wanted to have neighbors. Now understand when I say that, I don't mean I am a misanthrope and I consider myself separate from the family of man. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't want to share a wall with a stranger ever again. I've been living in apartments for so long, and the thing that I hate about apartment life is the forced small talk, because it is the smallest of talk you're ever going to have. Here's what I never want to happen again. Like if I have a laundry basket full of laundry, and I walk into a laundry room, and there's a guy there with a similar laundry basket standing next to a laundry machine. I don't want this guy saying to me, "You're doing laundry too, huh?" If that is your banter, you better get out of this laundry room. I will smash you. Really? That's it? That's your discussion? Is that better than silence, sir? You're doing laundry too? What am I supposed... You leave me nowhere to go. Where am I supposed to go with that? Oh, yes, you have found me out, good neighbor. Yes, I too have soiled my clothes in the course of daily life. Oh, I would wear them to disgusting rags if I could. But society demands that I run water through them every 3 days. So yes, in response to your most perspicacious query, I am doing laundry too. Enough of that.
Dumbass of the day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Back to your favorite state, Jeff. The state you would like to retire in one day. Florida, Orlando area woman.
I just want to move there. I don't need to retire there. I just want to move.
Oh well, you just gonna live there for a while and then move again, or? I guess when I say retire, I mean that is the place you would like to live the rest of your life.
Yes.
35-year-old Orlando area woman. Her name's Amber Chapman. She's a babysitter, and she's been arrested for child abuse after she put a kid in the dryer that she was watching, and, well, she turned it on.
The child explained to the mother that he was in a lot of pain, and that's when the mother questioned, well, how did all of this happen? And that's when he explained that the babysitter had put him in the dryer.
The 4-year-old was brought to a hospital in the area and stated that Miss Amber, as he called her, put him in the dryer with some towels and spun him around a little bit. She said it was a fun game. Poor kid, he's all banged up.
They were pretty familiar with her. They trusted her. And so we're not sure, what caused this to happen. Just based on the interview that the detective had with the kid as well as the parents, it doesn't seem to be a behavior problem. So I'm not sure if it's just something that was going on with her. I would say this: listen to your kids. They will tell you, what you need to hear.
Wow.
Yeah.
What would you do to a babysitter if you found out she'd put your girl or your boy in a dryer and turned it on? Like, seriously, that would be hard for me not to put physical hands on somebody.
Yeah, it'd probably be, I'd want to put physical hands on somebody, but, and I might, I don't know. Hopefully that would never happen. I think there would be some litigation involved for sure.
It's crazy because they said she was a family, or she was known by the family. So I don't know if she was recommended, if she was a family friend, if they've actually known her for a while, and they trusted her with their kids. But you truly don't really know anyone, do you? To think that, well, they're kids, they're young. He's 4 years old. I'm going to put him in the dryer and see what happens. The weirdest thing.
How old was the babysitter?
She's 35. So it's not like she's a kid either.
Yeah, a dumb kid playing around. This was
and
stupid adult acting like a kid.
And
a lot of those these days, isn't there?
Several bruises on his face, back, and ears. Congratulations, Amber Chapman, 35 years old. I don't know what kind of jail time you get for putting a kid in a dryer. And I mean, the boy's okay, but hopefully you'll never be able to watch kids again. She should be put like as not quite a pedophile, but kind of along those lines. Like, you can't be around kids anymore, you crazy bitch. You're Jeff and Jeremy.
You can't live by a school.
Dumbass of the day. It's Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ. Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.